you kind of challenged the team afterwards. Was this the kind of response you had in mind?
I was hoping so. Something like this. The first half wasn't the best, but that's why you play the full 60. I think the guys came out hungry today, ready to come out and play every last rep to their best ability. And I think we did a great job.
Josie, you guys showed some resiliency in that first half. About 3 plays didn't go your way, and you guys showed some toughness there.
Yeah, we had some communication errors, some different coverage errors that we had, and it was good to be able to come back in the second half and be able to fix most of those, keep their drives short, mostly a lot of 3 and outs. So it was a great job by the secondary to clean that stuff up.
What was that huddle like? With I think you had for a while you had 3 true freshmen playing in there and a lot of new guys running around. How did that go? Yeah,
I mean they're all great players. That's why they're out in the field like that. Even if they're young, they're still pretty dang good. So I mean it's nice to have them out there. And for freshmen, they're pretty good for the communication part. Coming in as a freshman is not the easiest with understanding the defense, but they've all done a great job.
This seems to have been an extremely meaningful game for Nate Buzzard. What can you say about him having played with him these years?
Yeah, I mean, being from Nebraska, I'm sure he wanted this one a little extra, and you can see that in the locker room afterwards too, just how he displayed himself. So, it's awesome to be able to get a victory for him and for the rest of the team and all those guys that are from Nebraska.
How much does this Nebraska rivalry to finish this way mean to you guys?
It means a lot. You didn't want to lose this game and start the bowl prep in a negative way. So I think it was great by the rest of the team, being able to stay positive, be able to go through last week hungry, and be able to come out with a shorter practice, shorter practice that we had with a shorter week, and be able to get it done like this.
What did you sense out of Nebraska in the second half? I mean, it seemed like you guys kind of broke their spirits.
Yeah, I don't know if it was that or, we just had a lot of guys up front and in the back end playing really well. And, that helped on our execution part and, it didn't help on their end. So I think the guys just took advantage of the second half, and that's usually, what they've been doing in the second half. You look back to last week against Penn State, they scored quite a bit in the second half. So I think it was good by our guys to be able to, come in there in the second part of the game and be able to execute like that.
That interception that you had seemed like a lot like the one in Indianapolis a couple of years ago. What happened with that play, and how did you end up with the ball?
Yeah, I mean, I was man coverage the back, ran up in, tried to create some space, not have him, run a different route or not create space. I mean, to hug him up, and somebody tipped it or somebody, hit the quarterback while I was about to throw it, and it hit off somebody and somehow come up with it. Finally I had some good hands once, so it doesn't happen a lot for me.
I feel like you can relax a little bit, maybe just enjoy this one since you obviously don't have a game prep week?
A little bit, yeah. I think these next couple of days, especially with the days we have off, here Saturday, Sunday, definitely relax for those. Get back with the family maybe, and just take some time off a little bit. You still have it in the back of the head, but it's time to relax, and you can get back to the bowl prep stuff on Monday and Tuesday.
Did anything change with the team? Do you think from last week to this week between Saturdays?
I don't know if there's anything changed. I think the execution was there today, and it wasn't on other days like last week. The communication got better throughout the second half, and everybody was positive. So I think it was just execution. I think it come down to the end of that.
Do you guys have a bowl preference? I mean, last week you said somewhere warm.
That'd be nice. Yeah, I like somewhere warm. Let's try to keep it that way, hopefully.
Anything else for Josie?
Today, I mean, you were all over the place. I mean, how much did this game matter to you last regular season game here?
I mean, it was pretty sweet going out like that, especially doing it in your home state. Just there was a lot of motivation behind us getting back up on our feet. I mean, we took one to the chin last week, and it was a matter of, are we going to get up and compete, or are we just going to roll over? So, and obviously we came and we just executed today. So.
You took off for that trophy pretty quickly.
Yeah, I mean, got a little emotional there. I mean, I was just excited that we won and put up that many points. So.
You're pretty demonstrative all day. You did the thing on the fake field goal. I mean, just how much did this one mean to you personally?
I mean, it's always good to win in your home state. I mean, that's awesome. But it was more important that we bounced back from the last 2 weeks, kind of got up off the mat, and just competed. I mean, that meant more than anything.
Josie said that you were pretty demonstrative in the locker room. Can you walk us through maybe the celebration there for you?
I just brought the trophy in, and the guys were there, and just kind of got a little emotional there because just hanging that many points on them, and just doing a good job of executing all day. And then I just thank Coach Furnish for taking a chance on me. So,
how do you explain such a dramatic shift from what we saw in the first half to the second half?
We had some miscues there on the punt. Kind of gave them a short field, and we were just kind of weren't executing. We were executing, but we weren't doing our best, doing our job. So we just came in and we kind of just tried to eliminate those, fix some things, and second half we just came out firing on all cylinders. So,
what was it like watching your offense while you were on these sidelines? What they were able to do possession after possession?
I mean, it was awesome just getting the run game going again, having our tight ends play really good. Noah had a great game. It was awesome. I mean, we were just hitting on all cylinders. So.
You mentioned Noah, another Nebraska kid. What did today mean for him too?
I mean, I'm sure it meant a lot to him. I can't really speak for him, but yeah, that's all I'm gonna say on that. So.
You grew up a Nebraska fan. Do you remember the athletic director's quote from like 3 years ago? Make it clear.
Probably. I'm not sure if I even know what it was, but yeah. So.
Anything else for Nate?
No idea.
Echo, I know at times you've been a little bit frustrated, but today you were able to get it going. The whole offense was able to get it going. What did it feel like for you, and what was it like for your team?
It was fun. It was fun. For the first time in a few weeks, we was clicking on all cylinders, so it felt good. The line was pushing some guys around. Tight ends, block, wide receivers. They was going downfield, sacrificing their body, and it was just fun.
There was probably an opportunity in the first half for you guys to look at the score and how you guys were execute things up. Here we go again. How did you guys avoid that?
Say that again.
You guys probably had an opportunity in the first half, how you were executing the thing. Here we go again. How did you guys avoid that?
No, we just keep swinging. We know we was gonna face some adversity and some lows. We just got to keep swinging, and that's what we did.
How big was Smith Morsett's kick return? You see that kind of ignited things.
That was big. He's going to be around for more years. He's going to make a lot of plays. He's really talented, and yeah, I'm proud of him. He got that in him every time he touched the ball.
He scooped up your fumble too. Did you have any words for him?
Yeah. I hugged him. I told him, man, that's my man. That's my little bro.
Right after that long kickoff return, they got called back for the penalty. You guys went right at him and scored. I mean, how much confidence did that give you guys, and how did you feel with that?
That's a positive play. That's a real impact play. And when they took it back, we knew we just had to score. Over the course of the game, their defense kind of like was, they was misfitting, and they was like, you could feel their energy like decreasing.
What's this like for you? I mean, now you're at second, only the fourth running back in Iowa history with 2 1,000-yard seasons. You're 5th all-time now. I mean, what does that mean to you?
It's big time, it's big time to me. Speechless, I always, I set my goals at the beginning of the season, and one of my goals was to get over 1,000. I didn't get as much as my goal was, but to be back-to-back 1,000-yard rushers, that's big time for me.
Then they had 3 touchdowns, 159 yards to do it, to get over the top. It wasn't like you had a 60-yard performance in that.
Yeah, definitely. And before the game, a couple guys, like James Daniels, he next door to me, he pumping me up. He telling me, hey, AJ, he another one here. We're gonna get you there. We're gonna get you there. And they came out and executed.
They didn't only get you there, but 4 total backs scored. What's it like when the whole room scores?
It's everything, Torrin going to score, James Butler going to score, Ivory. That's just love, We all could sit, we all could have dinner with each other and just talk about, everybody got love, everybody got fed.
Noah has another big day for you guys, receiving wise. How important is him and tight ends to opening things up in the passing game?
Noah he's another talented guy. He's going to continue to make big plays for his next few years. And he was a little frustrated at the beginning. He started to wasn't going his way at first, and then when he got that long run, you know, it probably was a relief for him. And him and the other guys like TJ, Pete Carr, you know, guys that you don't hear a lot about, they go in there and they play every snap, every down like it's their last, and that's how we got to do it.
You guys talked this week about just going out and having fun again and playing football. Did it feel like that coming into the game, and how do you do that?
This whole week we talk about winning, you know. We know how it feels when you lose and you go into a locker room, you got guys holding their heads, you know, people complaining. But when you win it's a different story, you know. And like I said at the beginning of the week, they ain't got nothing to lose. You know, I felt like this was like a Super Bowl to me, you know, just to leave the jersey in a better place. And I feel like we've done that.
On that touchdown, I think it starts the third quarter. I want to say both two tight ends were in, and they both moved, and you ran to the short side. Was that a designed play, or just based on the block?
Was it the first one or the third one?
I think it was the first one.
It was the first one.
The first one. Nah, I felt like they was closing in on me, so I tried to take it out. They cut my outside, so I just went back in.
What did the running game learn today? What did the running game learn today?
What'd you say?
What did you guys learn today as a running game?
Oh, what did we learn?
Yeah.
Oh, we can compete with anybody. You know, we stick to executing at a high level, and we just go out and keep fighting. You know, we swing and we just go out there and keep fighting, and we play together.
You guys finished runs today with an attitude, and you've been doing it all year. But was you kind of working out some frustration there a little bit?
Yeah. I was.
You have a bold preference? New Jersey's not very far from New York. I mean, are you the only one who wants to play cold weather?
I want to go somewhere warm. I was just laughing because I was laughing with Amir, you know, New York, you know, after that bowl, we go right to Jersey, you know, about 15, 20 minutes. But I prefer to play somewhere warm.
What'd you think when Fant dove in? That was going to get called back?
I wanted him to punt it.
You had a high step today. You had a high step today.
I did.
Yeah.
I'm glad they didn't get called back. Every time I scored, the ref was right there. Like, I'm doing it.
All right. Struggling recently. The running game was huge today. I mean, what was the difference? How big was that for this team?
Yeah, I mean, it was huge. You know, the offensive line did a great job all day. They came out and played extremely well, and, you know, that opened up the pass game for us.
How great is it to see all four of those guys get into the end zone today?
Yeah, I mean, it's really special. You know, all of them put in a tremendous amount of time, and, you know, it's just pretty special for all of them to get to score today.
Coming out of halftime, offensively, defensively, you guys entirely flipped the script of that game in, 6.5 minutes. What was that like coming out of halftime and just putting a huge stamp on this game and almost putting it away early in the third?
Yeah, no, we knew that we had the ball coming out of half, and you know, we always talk about starting fast. And, you know, again, the offensive line did a great job at springing some runs, and you know, defense did a great job, you know, early in the third quarter, and, you know, got us some ball in some short fields, and you know, we were able to take advantage of it.
What do you think this win means for you guys to finish on a high note?
Yeah, I mean, it just brings a lot of momentum to us, you know, for us to be able to finish like this, and you know, especially for the seniors and all the leaders on the team, you know, that put in the tournament a bunch of time. You know, it's really big for us to get a win like this.
What kind of leadership did you get from those guys this week?
Yeah, I mean, they all stepped it up. You know, every leader on the team, you know, really took it upon themselves to make sure that we were all ready to play, and you know, it's just awesome. You know, the camaraderie we had during practice this week, and you know, the preparation that we had was outstanding.
How big was the Amir's kick return? I mean, he had the kick, you know, the kick where he goes out of bounds. It's not always easy to bounce back from things like that.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've said it all year. Amir's, you know, always really good at forgetting, you know, mistakes and just bouncing back and, you know, making a play. And, you know, he did that today, and you know, obviously an explosive play, and gave us a really short field, you know, to you know, set up a touchdown.
Because I'm the one shooting the ball, so you know, mainly for me though, is just catch anything he tries to throw at me. So
just working on that.
Did you guys want to attack through the passing? It played out today where you guys attacked the perimeter through the air. Is that kind of the one?
You know, I don't really think that was a part of the plan necessarily. I feel like after a while we kind of found that we could do that and use the passing game to our advantage. And you know, then that's ended up working out for us in multiple different games. So it was fun and good to see.
How excited were you when you cleared that corner and there was nothing there?
I was really excited. Once I cleared the corner, my main focus was not to use my speed, so I couldn't get angle tackled. So yeah, you get streaking down the sideline though. That's something that I'll remember for a long time.
What does being able to do that here in Nebraska? You have fans, you have friends. What does it mean to you from Nebraska? It's a whole different game feel than the other road teams.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot of fun. My main focus for this game was to treat it like every other game. I didn't want to hype it up too much in my mind. But yeah, I mean, when you think about it, when you break it down after the game, being in front of that many people I know, being back in my home state and stuff like that, it's definitely a really cool experience.
My brother told me that you kind of pumped him up before the game, told him he was going to have a good game.
Yeah. And so in the hotel, like our rooms were connected. And, I mean, I was just saying like, Act, come on, I mean, tomorrow we need you. And today, like this morning, I was like, Act, like today we need you. And, I mean, Act was ready for it, and he had a good game.
He's the first back, I think, since Fred Russell, 2002 and 3, to get 1,000 yards in back-to-back seasons. What's he meant for this program, Akram?
Like how important he's in the program?
What's it like?
He's very important. I mean, like stuff. I mean, just not him, but all of our running backs. I mean, especially Act, like some of the stuff he can do. I mean, it really helps us be able to run the ball a lot better.
That's probably a dumb question, but what does it feel like to run for 300 after you guys have struggled the last few weeks?
I mean, actually, the best thing about rushing in for 300 is like last week and 2 weeks ago when I had media, you guys were just saying like how we can't run the ball, and today you guys were like, oh, how come you guys could run the ball? So I'd say that's probably the best part.
What was it though? I mean, what was it? Is it as simple as execution? You guys talk about that all year.
Yeah, I mean, it is execution. I mean, and we started off getting like 4 or 5 yard runs. We had a couple of negative runs, but I mean, we just keep on chipping away. I mean, we started breaking a couple of runs, and I mean, that's all it is.
How important was this today? I mean, coach and a couple players talked about the opposite if you'd had lost this game going into a bowl.
I mean, it's good. I mean, whenever you do something, I mean, it's always great to be able to finish as strong as you can. And today we had a great finish, and I mean, that's all it was about.
Do you ever feel like you guys questioned each other when there was adversity, or did it feel like everybody was?
No, I mean, I didn't. Everybody I saw when I came to the facility every day, everybody was ready, everybody was motivated, everybody was hungry. So no, I did not see any of that from anybody.
Was it a relief? I mean, the last few weeks can't run the ball, and today couldn't stop.
Felt good, when those guys up front are rolling, the whole team's rolling. So, it starts those 5 guys up front. So, if we wanted to done anything we were able to if it wasn't for them. So, kudos to those guys up front.
Did it feel like you guys were running downhill today? It seemed like, even right away, you guys were getting 4 or 5 yards a pop.
Yeah, it felt like we were able to move the ball and move a lot of scrimmage on them. Starts those 5 guys, and that was the game plan going in. We wanted to be able to run the ball and establish scrimmage. So we were able to do that.
Talked to a few guys that said it didn't seem like there was any doubt for you guys, even though the last 2 weeks were rough. I think James said everybody showed up to the facility and focused on getting better.
Yeah.
Did you sense that too, and where does that come from?
Yeah, it just comes from being able to flush it. It's been a sour taste around Iowa City for the last 2 games about our team. And, we just want to show. We just know that it's only us versus everybody else. So we have to go prove ourselves every week, and I'm happy we're able to do that this week.
What did this mean for you guys? I mean, the alternative was a 3rd straight loss.
Yeah, that would be no good. Nobody ever wants to lose, and to win this league is really, really important. And I'm glad we're able to, just bounce back. That's the main thing. The coach was happy that we were able to respond after Purdue. We came back. We came really strong. The offense did a really good job. And second half defense, we really stepped up our game.
Did you guys feed off the offense today? The offense has struggled a lot the last few weeks, but it seemed like
we really wanted to be a team this week and just support everything that we do, good plays and negative turns for the game. We just wanted to collectively be a group and just support each other and just give each other good vibes and great energy and just continue to play.
You guys talked about getting back up after you're knocked down. It's not always easy to do, but did you sense everybody was kind of on the same page this week and motivated to do this?
Yeah, we were all motivated. It's the last game of the season, and we wanted to go out with a nice, solid win and good, confident win to just keep going and pushing forward and take that to the bowl game.
I talked to you Tuesday about how good they are throwing the football and catching the football. What would you guys do well today to take that away from them, especially in the second half?
Yeah, first half they did a really good job. They caught us a couple times, and after that we just had to adjust and just try to stop the pass and just execute with the second half.
I've talked to you before about not talking trash to guys. It seemed like Morgan was talking some trash. Did you just? I was shooting photos on the field. Did you just ignore him?
I mean, we were both talking back and forth, but I don't know. That's how it is. It wasn't really too much trash talk. We were just talking, so it was just whatever.
What can this do for you guys now going into December?
Just a lot of confidence and momentum. So we just want to feed off that and just get the win wherever we go.
Especially when against a really good, marquee, talented, team like that. We had a lot of guys that just finally pushed it through today. I've been telling you, it's certainly been a year of ups and downs, and it's really big to finish on top. Now we're certainly not finished yet. We got a bowl game, and we'll get a little rest right now, but I'm really looking forward to finishing.
Why do you think you guys were able to get up?
Sorry?
Why do you think you guys were able to bounce back, get up from being on the mat after last week?
I think we had a lot of guys that they care about the program, and I think it just boils down to that. It's taking pride in the program and the logo and the name on your back. We had a lot of guys that just this week during practice just dug deep, and we had a really good week of preparation.
How do you evaluate the month of November? A lot of highs, a lot of lows.
Yeah, 2-2. It's certainly not what we wanted. We really wanted, win out. That's the idea. But it's all behind us now. I'm looking forward to the bowl game. Finishing strong. There's a point in the third quarter where we scored 3 or so touchdowns in a short amount of time. You certainly get the feeling that things are starting to open up, and that's what happened. Our defense played great. They stayed on top of them. Kept them scoreless in the second half, and we just kept after it.
The program hasn't won a bowl game since 2010. I'm sure you guys are aware of that.
Absolutely.
How big is this now to finish with that?
It's really big for us, and I think for us seniors it's big too. A lot of us have been around for the whole deal, and I've got 4 bowl rings for 4 games I haven't won. It's definitely going to be a big point of pride for us moving forward.
Thanks, Sean.